Hi, Brent.
I mean,
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Um,
Year.
I just want to share my experience, and I want you to. I don't know. I know what it is, but I just maybe need some confirmation.
Hmm?
Um, it was. I don't know if you know, but there was 9 day festival of Devi, called Navratri,
Hmm. Yeah. When
and
was this?
this was in October time,
Hmm.
October November time last year.
Yeah.
So it's the Hindu goddesses that you worship 9 days, and on the 10th day is the Kalima day. Um, it's called Dasera. On that day, went for a mantra meditation and plant medicine, and that's when I had my Kundalini awakening for the first time. Um, and that was during I had, the Kalima idol, the statue is a small statue. I was holding that, and um, I I I didn't know what Kundalini was until that time. Actually, I started shaking. My hands started shaking and trembling. I was sweating, crying at the same time. And I thought, what is happening to me? I'm not in control of my own body. I wanted to stop because there was a lot of other people there. I thought, well, how embarrassing is this? But people who are facilitating the ceremony said, don't stop it, let it happen. And once it was over, it lasted about 20 minutes. And once it was over, um, they explained to me what it was. After that, I did a lot of research, and I did, obviously that was the Kundalini awakening, and it was Kalima who was, who had awakened my Kundalini. Um, I did this the second time round after about a month later, and the same thing happened. So I don't know, Brent, what is this? Is it Kundalini, or what am I experiencing?
Yeah. This is Kundalini. It's all Kundalini, to be honest. That's the way I see it. All the whole spiritual path is the Kundalini process. But I'm a very simple person, so I've made it easy for myself, like that. But yeah, I mean, this is why they celebrate the day before this. Some people
Hmm.
get surprised when it happens. They're like, oh, we didn't think it was going to actually happen.
I didn't
But
even know what it was.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is why they refer to the full term as Kundalini Shakti, Shakti being the feminine goddess with many forms, one of them being Kali, or one of them being
Mm.
Kali, right? Kali is the fierce form.
What
Um,
does that represent, though, Brent? What is it? Like they were saying, the facilitators were saying that it's a transformation, that there's a lot of transformations that's going to happen in your life
hmm.
because that's what Kalima represents.
Yes, yes. The Kundalini process is a process of transformation. And
Right.
so Kali specifically represents, destruction, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the things that impede your peace, your connection with the divine, your state of yoga, all of that will be burned up, will be destroyed, will be eaten, will be sliced and diced up by Kali. This is why she's got such a fierce warrior depiction. Does that have to be painful? Not necessarily. Not everybody experiences a challenging, tumultuous Kundalini awakening process. Some experience more of a gentle process where Kali's other form, Durga, right? Durga,
Yeah.
much more gentle. Maybe, maybe the sort of energetic archetype that a person tends to work with more closely. But
Mm.
this is the process of spiritual transformation that takes place across the entire system. It's not just in the mind, it's not something you believe, it's something you feel surging through your nervous system as this flow of consciousness, the flow of consciousness. This is why we refer to energetic flow. And so the nervous system may not be able to sustain those higher degrees of energetic flow of consciousness, of Shakti, of spiritual power, because it's impeded by what we may call karma, what the Western world may call trauma, tension,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all of that gets cleared so that the body can relax into peace, relax into peace. So this is the transformation that is now underway for you. Um,
But but Brent,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not. The thing is, I'm not sleeping. I'm feeling really tired. So how is that giving me
Yeah,
energy?
yeah, yeah. So just like with puberty, a teenager feels called to rest more.
Mm.
This is part of the process. It's taxing on the system. For some, like myself, lately, sleep has been difficult. Lots of energetic movement has been keeping me up. And so this is where I would recommend for you, especially because your Kundalini process had begun through devotion to the mother, to Shakti, to Kali. Lean
Yes.
into that further. Say, you have come to me, you have awakened in me. I surrender to you, guide me, support me, take care of me, and know that she is all knowing, im extremely personal, and she knows every
Mhm.
last detail of your life, your schedule, your bills, your relationships, every last detail she knows, and she's willing to be the manager of it all. If you're willing to then give up your egoic sense of control and fear to her, this is what it means to
So
surrender. Surrender.
how would you advise me to connect more with
Yeah.
Kali? Because after that I was getting visions of Kali, and even in my dreams I was getting vivid images, but then it stopped.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. She gives us a break sometimes. It's good. But chanting to Kali, her name, remembering her, um, in any way that feels intuitive and right for you. It shouldn't feel forced. It should feel natural. You
Yeah.
should almost want to do it. So, you don't have to force a prayer, but if you feel like it, you cultivate that relationship. It's like a relation, any other relationship. If you feel like working on it, developing it, you go and you work on it and you develop it like that in the same way. So chanting is great, prayer is great, getting on your knees and saying, I surrender it all to you, prostrating, being in nature and recognizing that she is not separate from nature. She is nature. So some will relate more so to nature itself. Maybe other depictions of the feminine as well, Mother Earth, other feminine deities, anything that's sort of a higher power, you can begin to relate with in your own way,
Mm.
and this can also be done through self-care, seeing your body as a temple for Kali. So taking care of your body, knowing that you are maintaining her abode. This is another way of thinking about it as well.
Right. Okay. No, thanks for that. And any advice on how I can get more sleep?
Yeah, so engage in all of the mundane things that we would for someone who's having difficulty sleeping, which means doing our best to maintain a healthy sleep schedule,
Mm.
avoiding screens, avoiding any foods that may make it difficult to sleep at night, um, getting the temperature right in the room, turning off all the unnecessary lights in the room, these types of things for sure. Handle that first, then
Mm.
you can blame Kundalini for keeping you up. That's what I like to say. As
Okay.
well, a bit of walking can help to disperse some of that excess energy, walking in nature. And also, unfortunately, though it is a very great teacher, insomnia can teach us surrender and trust.
Right.
Great teacher, one of my best teachers. Yeah.
What's that, the name?
Insomnia.
Insomnia. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. No,
Oh,
thank you for
thank you.
that. I
Oh, thank
appreciate it.
you.
Thank